Welcome to Dicejunkies. I'm Xenodamus. I'm here with
Q.
And let's talk about some news. All right, so what do we want to talk about first?
Give me the list. You know my memory. I'm getting old. I'm an old man.
I know.
Oldest person in the room here. Come on.
I was hoping to stall for a second because I lost the list. There we go.
Boom.
So Sony finally is allowing crossplay on the PS4. Now this came actually from Sony in a blog post about oh shoot, what was it? Fortnite. So that's let's see.
The blog post was amazing. Did you actually read it?
I did not actually read it.
They make it sound like they're doing you a favor. It's so beautiful.
Here, we'll pull it up on screen here. Where is the?
They play the we decided to do
we
you a favor, not the we were ruining our game and everyone was mad at us. Instead, it's like we've decided we'll do you a favor.
Yeah.
Aren't we great?
That sounds about like Sony. I mean, it's not surprising at all. But apparently this is with Fortnite. There was an announcement soon after this about Fallout 76 not being crossplay. So if that was your hope, your dreams, they are now crushed. What, man? Just being honest there.
I mean, it's Sony, man. Every time Sony gets an exclusive game I want to play, my dreams are crushed.
Oh.
Watching you play God of War was painful.
Oh, man, God of War was awesome.
But I have to stick to my guns. I still haven't overlooked that trash talking when the PS4 came out. And if I buy a PS4, they win. Even though I wouldn't be buying it at the price they said I would, so there. Oh, you'll pay it. No, guess what? I'll be paying hundreds of dollars less if I do get one. But still, I think I'm just going to hold out. It'll eventually, those people will get smart and start putting their games
I mean, yeah, you have an Xbox. I have the PS4. If you really have to play something on PS4, I would let you borrow it, man. You know that.
My hands will be dirtied.
Yeah, well, my hands are already dirtied, so.
Should wash your hands after that.
It just won't come off.
Don't maybe get class out foul spot. Oh, we went Macbeth up in here. Some of us have kind of an education.
Kinda.
Yeah. That's all I remember from Macbeth.
Oh, okay. Don't really blame you. So let's see. Anything you want to say about Sony before we move on to the next? I mean, other than your hatred for them and so forth.
All right. Impartial concept. It is good that Sony is learning. I mean, there used to be a time these companies would double down on their opinions, but going back to even when Xbox was like, we're going to make you download everything and all that, and they said, people were like, no, we're not doing this. And they said, okay. And now Sony said, we're not doing crossplay. People said, that's bullcrap. And they said, okay. I like companies that listen to their customers. This will come up later in a special piece again. So remember those words about companies that listen to, the key word is listen to their customers.
Yeah.
Not just every Tom, Dick, and Harry, their customers.
I was just showing off our list of topics, so people just got a sneak peek of some of the.
I wish you'd have fixed the spelling on Dark Phoenix then.
Yeah, well, I didn't actually mean to broadcast that. Whoopsie!
Like, I'm really curious about this Phone X movie. Is this like some kind of new, like unrated version of phone? Like, do you like the new iPhone?
Look, I'm typing on a monitor that's way over there. I can't see very well.
Thought I was the old guy.
What, man? It happens.
Let's get into the sad news. We lost another.
Telltale.
Lost someone.
Yes. Rest in peace, Telltale Games. You will not be missed by me. But apparently, some people across the internet did actually play those games.
They brought us The Walking Dead. That's all I got. But
Dude,
that was cool. The Walking Dead.
Those. I'm sorry. Every Telltale game I played was a miserable experience. Like, I saw so many people, like I was watching Philip DeFranco, and Philip DeFranco's like, oh man, and I can't believe Telltale Games, went out of business. They brought me so many cool games, and I'm just like, really, man? Like what games were you playing? Because it's not the same ones I was.
Wolf Among Us wasn't bad. But that is literally 2 out of 20. Like that is. Well, here's the thing. We're not gonna go deep into it, but the interesting thing is what I liked is whatever I hear of why they shut down. Because my goodness, do you get different stories?
Oh no, there are polarizing different stories.
Like I've got some friends that kind of lean a little over here. They go, it was business and repetitive games. Then I got some friends that lean that way. They go,
well,
they were being a-holes in media.
Yeah, there's been 3 different reasons why people have said.
Yes.
One has been that their games suck, which if I had to choose any of them, that would be mine.
I think 2. Number 2, you're probably going to say.
But 2 and 3. Well, 2 and 3. One is the political suicide, I guess with choosing one side or the other. And
that was going to be my number 2. I was going to put that on the other side.
Well, I was doing that on 2 and 3. One is they have this left side that's basically says that they killed all conservative, all men, white, blah blah blah, and then you have this the right side that's saying, oh well, they got woke, they went broke. Type of thing. So you have these,
and then the poor people in the middle, which is my number 2, because I was going to do 1 is bad games, 3 is political. The middle is horrible business practices and employee treatment, like just nightmare fuel. I mean, they're being sued, aren't they, for just treating their staff like.
Well, yeah. There's the treating the staff like crap.
Because it isn't just what they did when they canceled the company. Like it's now coming out that they've been bad for a while, and this is just like the cherry on top of the screw your staff over pie, I mean, that's what I love. I'm looking forward to later is we're going to talk a little bit about what's happening to the gaming and comic community because, our people are getting distracted from what's important, which is entertaining me.
Yeah, our feature topic for today, I'll go ahead and give people this. So if you're watching on YouTube, it'll be another video, but we're going to attempt to do the most non-political political conversation about gaming,
politics and gaming and comics conversation with no politics. Let's see if we can pull it off.
Because we don't like talking about politics. It's the whole non-biased thing, but we'll get to that. Just stay tuned. Stay tuned for the next episode if you're watching on YouTube.
Your money should be on
just
him.
A few minutes.
He's going to mess up. It's not going to be me. You think it's going to be me.
Yeah.
He'll say something jacked up. I know it'll be you.
Sorry people in the chat room. Yes.
They're already freaking out like they're going to do it.
Oh, no. Like, yes. Oh, no. All right, so.
Wait a minute. How the heck has Deadpool 3 been announced for Christmas 2018?
No, that's Deadpool 2 PG-13, right? Apparently for Christmas, I was told, from what I've read, there's a Deadpool 2 PG-13 version that will be.
So it's a 30-minute special?
For Christmas. Yeah, 30-minute special.
Hi, I'm Deadpool. Oh no, that kid. Movie over.
But yeah, the reason we went to that topic was somebody brought it up in the chat room. By the way, Blood Axe,
our moderator.
If you're listening on the podcast or watching YouTube and don't have this nice handy dandy chat window, you should watch us live every Sunday 3:30. So. Yeah, no. Well, we'll jump to Dark Phoenix then as well, and we'll just sort of hit this Deadpool 2 PG-13 and Dark Phoenix. We'll do that last. So
of our list.
Yeah. All right. So yeah, Dark Phoenix. They've been talking a lot about that. I did hear that it got moved to June, but that's a big thing with. I guess there's a lot of speculation going on with the Dark Phoenix. I know you had heard some conversations about it. We were talking about before the show where Dark Phoenix, Marvel may use that as a tie-in, you were saying?
Well, what it is that if you go look at one of the articles, if you do a search on Dark Phoenix Cosmic Powered, this is going to be a space story. Talks with several of the people working on it, not like I said, talks So not like an interview where the person just came out and said it. But several talks have stated that the X-Men are going to be going in space. There's going to be aliens involved in it. And of course, the Dark Phoenix is canonically a cosmic entity. So a lot of people are thinking with the inclusion of a cosmic entity and aliens and the fact that Captain Marvel, pardon me, better not leave off her title, Captain Marvel's movie involving new aliens, they may try to do a crossover. Going through the aliens and the Infinity Resolution, and that could be interesting. I've heard theories that this Shi'ar is going to be the alien species that's going to be in the movie. Those are just theories, but there is a lot of people suspect they've seen in this trailer the Shi'ar Queen, love interest of Xavier. So, but like the fact that they're supposed to involve space, you actually will see in this trailer the X-Jet leaving orbit. So this looks like this is gonna be a lot of aliens, and people are thinking they're gonna use aliens plus Infinity Gem plus cosmic entities to cross over into MCU. And if there's anything they can pull it off, add the Dark Phoenix went up against the Infinity Gauntlet. It's happened. Am I getting no sound at all?
Huh?
Well, I just looked down and noticed I don't see any sound.
Don't worry about the sound, man. I got that taken care of.
Oh, okay. Excuse me.
I was just making sure that the trailer we have playing in the background was not drowning you out.
Oh, yeah, good.
Anyway, continue.
Like I said, that's the main theory, is that this will be a tie-in. Because what it looks like is that Jean Grey is... You see a funeral. It looks like she's going to wreck some stuff. And a lot of people think it's going to play into a reboot. But a reboot that's not, we're just going to start over. It's going to be her actions are going to somehow cause the crossover reboot. And when you get into cosmic entities, it can happen.
Now, from what I've heard from Disney, and I mentioned this to you as well, from the talks of the people there, it does not sound like anything Fox is doing right now has anything to do with Disney's eventual takeover. Of course, there's still, I think, a couple of things that could stop that deal from even going through, which I think is why. Well, I mean, it's not 100% through. I mean, you still, I think, gotta have some government approval and stuff still. So, I mean, if you look, there are several X-Men projects that are still popping up on Fox's calendar, even though this impending takeover, I guess, is there. And the question also on that is Disney going to kill all those as
well, think about it like this:
the takeover happens.
They didn't say if they do the takeover, they're going to fire everybody at Fox. I mean, they're buying the studio, so these projects may just keep rolling.
They didn't say they were going to fire, but they did say that the franchise was being taken over by the same guys doing the Avengers and all that. Like they were taking over the.
Well, here's what I ask you, because I'm curious about how you feel like. Would you like a clean reboot, or would you like to see these X-Men, through whatever means, roll over into the MCU? What would be your preference?
Me personally, I would go for a clean reboot, slowly drop some X-Men only type stuff or Fantastic Four or whatever.
At least about 3 movies.
And build up about 3 movies over several years. And then maybe you can do some crossover with the current Marvel Universe. But I think you need to actually get the audience and the viewers to have trust in this before you bring it over into the MCU or try to do any kind of crossover or anything like that. You need to show us that you can make a good, X-Men, that you can make a good, whatever thing you grab from this purchase, and show us you that it's not the franchise that's necessarily the way it is, but that was Fox's take on it. Here's Disney's Marvel MCU take on it,
And there's a big risk when you do this, because here's the thing. Oh, Gambit. Yeah, I feel you, Blood Axe. But a big risk with the MCU is that it is a connected universe, which means a really bad movie can literally damage the entire universe if the bad part of it is a story. If you introduce a dumb element or something that literally messes it up. So if they introduce the mutants in a stupid way, it could be toxic for the whole MCU. It could break its canon a bit. So I understand that. I want to see, honestly, my whole thing is I'm all about X-Men Evolution style. I want some young mutants. I like the younger versions. Like, I liked young Spidey. I think I'd like to see them bring in the mutants and go with teenage versions
See, where
of the characters.
I'd like to see them go a little grittier with.
Oh no, I'm not saying it can't be gritty. I mean, look at Cloak and Dagger, but
But Evolution wasn't that gritty. It was.
Well, I'm just meaning age wise. Like
Okay,
I like
okay,
teen.
okay.
I think teen versions of them because at the moment that's what they're missing. All of our Avengers are adults. They're older folks.
Mhm.
Heck, they're not even the actors are not even willing to stick in their contracts long. You know who's willing to ride a roll out for about 5 or 10 years? Teenage actor.
Yeah.
I think they need to grab them some teens and get some, and then they can introduce younger versions to replace the actors of those. They could bring in Ironheart and some of the other people and just kind of flow into a next gen, because right now there is Spider-Man is the youngest character, I believe, that's appeared in an Avengers movie that's a hero. Correct me if I'm wrong. So
yeah,
a few more won't hurt.
Now Blood Axe has a point. We actually talked about that in another episode as well. With the conclusion of the Infinity War, anything can happen with the Infinity Stones. Yes, the biggest problem with that is lining it up. Like, I don't think the purchase of Fox and everything and actually getting the content out there will have time for that timing, of the Infinity Stone story. But yes, no, I mean, when we first talked about it, we said the Infinity Stone is the perfect way to introduce that universe into the MCU.
Time plus space plus reality.
Yeah. All right, let's move on. Next, we have the so those that are waiting for the Doctor Who season 11. The time has been released in which will broadcast at 11:45 p.m. Eastern. I guess that's what 12:45 Central, where we're at.
October 7th.
October 7th, which is on a Sunday. The same moment the episode begins in the UK. So they're gonna have simultaneously fans at New York Comic Con will start watching the premiere. So there you go. That's when the Doctor Who premiere. I will be in Lafayette when that's going on, so I will not be able to catch the premiere when it happens.
I'll be there too, won't I?
Yeah.
Or if I've been fired.
Yeah, no, you will also.
You know how you find out you've been fired unexpectedly, and somebody's like, "I will be here." You is gone.
You will also be there, to my understanding. Our board game geek Tim, he's gonna accompany us. So we'll have Tim, me, and you walking the floor and moderating the panel rooms there in Lafayette. So
looks like it's gonna be actiony. The new Doctor Who. Oddly enough, that makes it look more interesting to me. But I wonder how the fans are gonna feel, because every time I do turn into Doctor Who, I just never seem to apparently catch the high action. I caught some good tension, but this looks like like I said, I've described it as Michael Bay-ish.
Yeah,
a lot of
but you also haven't watched the trailers for the past seasons. Mm-hmm. They always do a high actiony trailer.
So they make it look.
So you're always going to get those most actiony moments in the trailer, because I mean that makes for a good trailer. So.
But all I'm going to say is best episode is still Don't Blink, and Don't Blink had like most of the entire episode was minimal on action, and still best episode. So, and I'm really trying to cover. So, what else? What else is a good episode? The Face of Bo. Oh, is it? But did I say it right? Bo. Yeah, that was a good one too. So I mean. The best scenes to me are when the Doctor is being witty and intelligent, and not when he's an action hero.
Yeah, I mean, I'm going to give the new Doctor a chance. I'm going to give the new season a chance. I do not have high hopes for it personally, but I'm hoping they blow me away and actually prove me a little bit wrong on my conceptions of this next coming series.
Yeah, I finally saw that scene that y'all were horrified by of his guitar solo, and you're right, that was that was horrendous. Like you said, it was bad, and it's what poisoned the season for you. But I finally looked it up and went, and I was like, oh my, that was actually much worse than you implied.
And I do stay firm to the fact that if those goggles in the trailer are Sonic goggles, I will never watch another episode of Doctor Who.
Don't be like that, man.
Ever.
I mean,
Never,
it's
ever.
just Sonic goggles. It's sound and eyes.
I will not watch any more of the 2005 season series of Doctor Who. So yeah,
2005.
2005. That's when the new series of Doctor Who debuted with.
Gotcha.
Yeah. So anyway, all right. Let's see. Last thing before we end this episode, I'm going to reiterate our current. Let's see. Let me pull this up. Yeah, there we go. Look at these babies.
And alt cover.
We are still giving away these Doctor Who Batman. Sorry, still got Batman Damned comics. We are giving 2 copies away, which is our international our nationwide giveaway. So all you have to do for these 2 to have a chance to win, be sure to like, subscribe, share, and just let people share the goodness of Dice Junkies with the rest of the world. The more you show up in my notifications, the more chance that you will be picked to get these 2 comics. Now we do have a 3rd copy over here, which we are giving away locally. So we're based out of Jackson, Mississippi, and our local comic shop is Vans CCG, and they're the ones that have supplied us with these great comics. So we're giving away in hand with them this one, and for this one you just gotta be sure to like Vans CCG on Facebook and Dice Junkies on Facebook, and if you already like both those, you just comment on the posting about the giveaway, and somebody locally who can come to the comic shop to pick it up. This one will not be shipped. They have to actually be able to come to Vans, pick up the comic. We'll get this 3rd one. So
and if you don't know where it is, you're out.
Yeah, that's 2 giveaways we have. Google Maps.
And y'all better get on it too, man. There are some people out there that are putting in the work.
Oh no,
there's people that are already.
I've seen some people who have liked and subscribed to everything.
Yeah, they are like, and if you want to know why, just go Google the price of this comic, and you might realize.
Oh yeah, no, the price of the comic has gone out of control. Well, here's the thing. So they announced this week actually. So we assumed originally that the future prints of the comic were going to have certain anatomy shadowed out, not viewable anymore. But they actually said, nope, we're not reprinting it at all. So this first print of Batman Damned is the only print, unless you get digital.
So in other words, if you don't own this comic already, we're your only hope. So subscribe.
Are paying a lot of money
and like.
So.
I mean, what was it? I think you said $150 or like it got over $100.
It was. I think the regular cover goes for about $70, $80 on eBay, where the variant cover goes for around $100 on eBay. So the 2 together prize is going from around $150 to $200, and then the solo one locally, that's a $60-$70.
So there you go. So I mean, these are not just we're giving out $10 comics. These are exclusive. They're rare, and honestly, I don't want to give them to you anymore because they keep going higher. but unfortunately, they wisely gave them to him, who has got integrity. So he's still going to give them away.
So, all right, guys. Well, hey, look, thanks for watching. That's the first part of our show where we talk about the news and stuff like that. So thanks for watching. Please be sure to like, subscribe, and share. Tell your friends. And, come back and watch more. If you're watching us live, stay tuned. We're coming up for our second segment.
Dumpster fire.
So, yes, get your popcorn ready. My editor's over here just shaking her head, and I think fear, disgust, something. I don't know yet.
I will offend her.
We'll figure that out in just a minute.